Let's take a look at the final result first. Remove the blue liquid on the ground and the bone. Open the package item and it will be displayed separately. The skeleton is for mission items. You can use multiple forms to display. Because the data has been tied up and the data has been changed, it will be sent to notification. Now remove the equipment. Open the old package and it can be displayed for different sizes of items. Open the new equipment. In this new equipment package, the strength of the package will not be removed after the equipment item. It will give the items of the equipment to the label. The bottom is the package item. It allows the equipment to be equipped with liquid. After the equipment is equipped, the state blue data on the right will automatically refresh. Open the old package again. The data has been changed. Use the package item Z and X. The button can be set to change. At the same time, it supports manual operation and button display. After changing the weapon, it will use different actions and functions. The data on the equipment and the items is the main asset data. You can add different features to the feature tree group to increase the data and expand the function. If you delete the feature of inventory grid, the item will no longer be equipped with a shell backpack. FR info provides items type names, labels, models, and so on. FR constable is the card used when the item is used. Alpha effect will provide a memory for the items. When the item is used, it will apply to the character. To add FR weapon to the item, it will have a weapon attribute. It provides the raw weapon and action level, skill level, and so on. Add FR equip, it will provide the defense system change function. It provides the model and increase effect that needs to be changed. These built-in features are only practical. You can expand your function by creating more feature. Let's look at the production process. First, add equipment to the player state by the game feature group. Of course, you can also add it to the character. Just look at the demand. This group is an RPG core. It is a blue tile type of RPG equipment manager. In this blue tile type, there is an initial case. It will use different gameplay tags to add grass. The grass will be added to the equipment group after creating the MVMU model. The type of slot can also be expanded by the type. Because ordinary equipment is fixed by grass, so I added in the initial case. Of course, there is no problem in adding new grass in the game medium. Next, this is the event of creating a fast release weapon. The initial case will be used in the sale group on the character. In the group default, you can change the data to set the equipment's grass and initial data. I added 2 weapon grass and 4 defense grass for it. And set the initial weapon. Slot type is the standard of divided grass. Available type is the type of equipment that can be equipped with grass. You need to add weapon data on the character's bones to match the bone's grass. And set it up. This operation is to add virtual bones. After that, I directly used the bone editing tool to add weapon to bones. Now let's create a data for clothing equipment. This is the MVMU model. In Titan, you can find the data of the corresponding wood. You can find the Top Boy clothing equipment data in ARPG to modify it. When you open it, you can see that it has 4 features. Info is the name, and the icon is the information. Add this feature to the function that it shows in the backpack. Corsi Olana is the GAR used when using the machine. Equip is the memory of the modified model and increase. Change the model to use Titan's assets. The new data is selected by the interaction screen in the scene. Or choose this data in the initialization data. Run the game. You can see that it is already equipped and used the model just designed. Next, let's talk about this equip feature. It has more equip coordinate iron than item feature. This is the type of equipment that is intended to be equipped. Is it the type of equipment that is compatible with the storage? If you go back to the false, equips function will fail. There are 2 more events in feature. Separation is after the equipment and the return event of the equipment. In this event, I will use the appearance of the skin to replace the character. Next, I will imitate this equipment design to create the equipment. First, create a main interface to open the backpack and the equipment separately. Add 2 buttons to open the previous inventory UI and equip UI that you are currently going to create. Use push widget to select the same layer. Run the effect. Adjust the layout again. Now the layout is more casual. The back will adjust the appearance. Now create an equip UI, type command activate widget. Put these 2 water bottles to put the equipment on the grass UI. Replace the UI of the item to modify the grass UI. Open the UI of the grass to add a background to it. Divide the equipment type. In Equip UI, select different icons. Select the effect you will see later. Now I will delete the number and the name of the month. What was originally bound here is the inventory item view model. I will change the view model bound to the view model of the equipment we set. And modify the event of the view model. Bound to the event of get equipment. The parameters are also shown by the inventory item of the current grass equipment. Get view model will use different gameplay tags. To get the equipment grass of the gameplay tags. In Equip UI. Separate each grass UI to set different gameplay tags to separate the grass type. After the settings are complete, we run the test. Enter the code. When there is no equipment in the grass, hide this picture. Copy an UI of a backpack to modify it. As an exception to open after the click on the grass. For these grass keys, add a group and create a click event. After clicking on it, we will open the Equip Inventory UI that we just created. And use a function to select the items that need to be type. Remove some unnecessary ones and close the logic directly after using them. You don't need to bind the data here. As long as you open it, you can use the update function manually. Enter the gameplay tag of the equipment type that is suitable for typing grass keys. After double-clicking, it will use the consume function. We found the AFSR consume. There will be a get equip here. After using the consume event of Inventory Manager, it will turn on this GA and send the data. The equipment GA in the original version will remove the items in the backpack. And for this new UI demand, we don't need to remove it. We just need to mark the items with the equipment. Put this GA on the Titan screen and modify it. Update the parameters of the update function. Because now I need to send the grass power. After installing it, set the equipment's items power to the new volume of the grass power. When using consume, you also need to pass in this grass power. Change the GA of consume to the GA that is created now. Of course, this GA needs to be added to the character to be activated. I modified its ability set, and changed the original GA crypt to the new one. Now running the test, the equipment GA will activate this GA. Because the original wheel model is not marked the power of the items. So I created its GA and replaced it in the Equipment Manager group. Equipment Manager group also needs to create a GA. Open the new wheel model and increase the inventory view model volume. And select telephone and supply. The supply function in the supply function is activated. This is the GA used by the wheel model. Now you can modify the GA logic. You just need to set the equipment's items power to the grass power. Remove the original equipment code. We need to use the equip item function at the same time we set it. Create a function with a set of items power. After setting the items power, the function equip item will be set. Increase the inventory judgment and write the equipment's items before the equipment. After fixing it, use GA in the GA. Don't forget to change the equipment component into the new component. Now running the test, the equipment GA will not eliminate the items power. But the marked display is not yet done. Find the UI of the items, copy one to fix it. Later, I didn't do it according to the video recording. In the original item UI, use name slot to update the display. You don't need to create two new UI. Update a small yellow dot to show the equipment. In the Equip Inventory UI, add the current equipment items power. Here I use the MVM View Model Action tie. Unscrew the tie and set it as A. Now let's implement this method. Change these items, find the item's power, and show its yellow dot. In fact, there are too many changes in development that will cause performance drop. You can use the MVM view model of the item's power to add an unnecessary variable to mark the equipment. The method is the same as the MVM view model of the expansion equipment. Run the test, then I modified these UI samples and adjusted the layout. I created more equipment data. The process is more complicated, so there is no recording. You can download the project to GitHub if you need it. This is the effect after the repair.